Hey there, Chiefs Kingdom. Thunder Dan here. Watching this football game, 10-9 going into halftime. The Panthers are leading the Bears, and I was looking at my Twitter scroll and couldn't help but notice the argument is up again. People are at it, comparing Joe Burrow to Patrick Mahomes and trying to explain why Joe's better. His winning record against Kansas City. Well, it got me to thinking. The latest argument, which is a clever one, if not futile, is that Joe Burrow was drafted to a 2-14 franchise. Went to a bad team. And I thought to myself, wait a minute, this happened in Chiefs history not that long ago. If you just look back to 2013, okay, and bear in mind now, Joe Burrow was drafted, but a bunch of other players were added. They got a brand new shiny head coach and a promising future ahead of them. The Kansas City Chiefs were 2-14 after the 2012 season. All right. You know what else happened in the 2012 season? Andy Reid, coach of the Philadelphia Eagles, had a son who committed suicide. Well, or overdosed, whatever way you want to look at it. The Kansas City Chiefs had a player kill himself in the team parking lot in front of the GM and the then head coach. So I think we got the Bengals beat on the tragedy side and the difficult starts. But what else happened was Alex Smith was playing in the Super Bowl. Well, not actually playing. He was number one rated quarterback until he got hurt about midway through the season and lost his job to injury to Colin Kaepernick. Then proceeded to watch him fritter that Super Bowl away because he couldn't hang on to the ball long enough for the receiver to break free, and he threw it into the end zone to no one on fourth down, losing to the Baltimore Ravens. My point is this. The Chiefs were 2-14 at the end of that season. That same 2013 offseason, Andy Reid came to Kansas City after he was fired by Philadelphia. Alex Smith came to Kansas City after he had lost his job to a backup quarterback. 2-14 record, two guys on the outs. I'd say that's a more difficult situation. Andy Reid and Alex Smith proceeded to turn that team around in their first season together to an 11-5 record and never had a losing season together in Kansas City. And Andy Reid just carried that on with Patrick Mahomes. To say that Joe Burrow is better than Patrick Mahomes, even though Patrick Mahomes has Super Bowls and MVPs and Super Bowl MVPs, is like saying Alex Smith is better than Tom Brady, even though Tom Brady's got Super Bowls and MVPs and Super Bowl MVPs, because Alex Smith had a winning record as a Chief against Tom Brady. 2-1. And both those wins were blowouts. 41-14 and 42-27. The loss was an AFC Championship game, 27-20, which, if Nal Davis doesn't fumble that football, if a young Marcus Peters hangs on to that interception, if Sean Smith takes the interception and runs it in for a touchdown on the Patriots' first drive instead of dropping it, could have been a different story. He could have been 3-0. Does that make him better than Tom Brady, despite Tom's rings and Super Bowl MVPs? So if you want to compare Joe Burrow to someone, you're comparing him to the wrong guy. He's not better than Patrick Mahomes. What you could say, Bengal fans, is Joe Burrow is like a poor man's Alex Smith. Maybe. Alex Smith never had a losing record with Kansas City. It's got you beat there, Joe. Go Chiefs.